Well, today is January 25th. We've been here 4 days. We are at the Blue Angels recreation area. It's another military campground, and we got a really nice spot. I haven't taken any movies here because it's been really foggy and gray and overcast. So here's a sunny, bright morning, and it just shows you that in the background there's a forest, but within the forest they play disc golf. It's a big thing down here in the south, and there's always guys out there in the woods having fun. So if we look, there's a guy right there probably playing. Yeah, they're playing right there. Barely see him. So if we go and walk 100 yards, 200 yards, we'll be right on the edge of the bay at Perdido Bay. So it's not very far away. You can't see the Gulf, but it's right over there on the other side of those big motorhomes. So you see, I've got my little spring garden that I'm just planted a couple of days ago, and I'm going to take Georgie for a walk. They've got trails in the woods, and yesterday we seen a nice herd of deer. She was all happy about that. So it's going to get about 60 degrees today. Yesterday it got to 64. So it gets down into the 40s. Anyway, we're off to do our morning walk. So this is Perdido Bay, and way down there where you see these tall buildings, that's called Gulf Shores. That's in Alabama. And then to the left of that is the island called Perdido Island. And right, almost directly south of me is a bar called Floribama, and it's right on the Alabama and Florida border, and is really quite the thing. It's been blown away several times, and they keep rebuilding it stronger and bigger. So Georgie and I just took a walk in the campgrounds over there. Those are back in the woods. Those are the campgrounds that just have water and electricity. And there's some really cool bunkers and cement. I think there's an ammo storage Quonset hut back in there. I mean, we've seen it. I'm not sure if it stored ammo, but it was a hardened Quonset hut. And then you have all these private campers that are stored here. And during World War II, this actually was a training base for aircraft that landed on the water. Can't think of their name right now. So this is all concrete poured during World War II, or maybe previously to it. And our campground is over in there. That's called Battleship Row. So we have another gorgeous day in that there's no wind, and it's sunny. Just wish it was a lot warmer than it is. So I hope, Georgie, did you take a poo? What are you looking at, huh? Oh, there's some people over there with a probably telephoto lens.
What are you doing, Lorna? See her? No, she's no galloping.
Georgie doesn't know who to chase. Yep.
Yeah, is it in training? Is that a trainer there?
So we've come to Pensacola to a dog park on the beach, which is a rare thing because dogs aren't allowed on the beaches in Florida. And it's a nice dog park. But Georgie is very persnickety when it comes to who she wants to play with
Yeah, but if she senses
and be friends with. Right, Georgie?
Hey, Georgie.
So we're just going to sit here in the sun and
Not that warm by the water.
it isn't. Not that warm at all. Okay, so I think we're north of the main city of Pensacola. But this is a nice place. Okay.
Have you ever
Maybe
seen
touch the
birds?
water, Penny. You want a bath? All the dogs get out of the water. Penny.
Nothing. They're all getting excited.
Yeah, and you, Georgie, what'd you pick up? Pick up something? Come here.
Oops. Don't you shake on me now.
Okay.
Yeah. So we took a trip. Oh, we left about 11 o'clock or so. And we drove down to Perdido Island. And this part of the island is in Alabama. And at the end of it is Fort Morgan. And there are several of these forts all built at the same time, before the Civil War. And across there is a ferry that will take you to an island, and then there's a bridge takes you over to the mainland. So this is Mobile Bay in that direction. And Mobile, the city of Mobile, is way up there. Anyway, we've been here several times, and they want to charge me $10 to go in here, so we're not going to do that, and we're just going to walk along here, and I think maybe I can get some pictures, and that'll be good enough, huh? Well, we've walked from over
I think we had Georgie when we were here.
from over there.
Yeah,
She may have been,
she was a pup.
yeah. And so here's Fort Morgan, what's left of it, way out there in the distance.
That gate, that's new.
This gate right here where they want money.
Where they want money, that's new.
Yeah,
Because the last time, see that house over there? That's where we went in, and they didn't charge us because we were military.
Anyway,
That's pretty pricey, don't you think?
yeah, there was,
$20.
for a family, they want 20 bucks. So this is an island. We're on the north side of it. And that's Mobile Bay. There you can see the bridge way out there in the distance. The ferry takes you over to that island where there's another fort. The Confederates had control of these two forts during the war, the Civil War. And there's a pelican. So anyway, we're going to look for a place to have a bite to eat and maybe a beer. And there are oil rigs, as you can see, all over the Gulf of Mobile. So we're going to go on back, get in the car. Okay, fine. So this is the Battery Dearborn. We were here when Georgie was a pup, at least 3 years ago. Well, she may have been 2 years old. She's going to be 5 in March. And it's totally different. You could drive up to the visitor center and pay if you wanted to, or just walk around. So now, look, no parking. You can't, anything they can do to make a buck. So anyway, I should go over there and actually get some historical facts, but I'm not going to. We will go look for a beer and a hamburger. That's what we're going to do. So we just drove up the road a little ways from the Fort Morgan, and you can see that all these houses in here look new. And they are new. Because 3 years ago there wasn't much here. So if I go back this way, you know, there's the beach right on the other side of that tall apartment. There's lots of apartments in here. You can see Harris Properties Management. They want you to rent them, you know, for a month, a week, whatever. And then right on this side of the road, so this portion of the island is really narrow right here. And these look all new. So we're going to continue up the road. By the way, today is the 24th, and we've been at the Blue Angels recreation area for 3 days. This is the first sunny day we've had. Okay, down the road for that beer.